Good morning.
Morning.
Here we are on day 61. Another day behind us in day 60 has been parked and we're setting out from Beanglass Farm where we overnighted. It was a midgie infested night. I'm glad we were in a camping barn, as you'll have seen, rather than a tent, because there was millions of them. We had a nice early rise this morning. Alarm at 6:45. Unfortunately, 2.5 million midges had beat us to it. So it was a rush to get to the breakfast place, have some breakfast and get out onto the mountains to try to get away from them in some way, but they still were about with us for about half an hour. As usual, the first hour was quite a steep ascent. Steeper than we thought, and steeper than it looked on the map. But it did get us away from the midges, so every cloud has a silver lining. We've got about 21 miles to do today, so a very long day, hence the early start. We're going from Beanglass Farm via Crenlarrick, Tindrum, Bridge of Orkney to Inveroran. And we're camping somewhere between Bridge of Orkney and Inveroran, depending on how we feel. But we're hoping to get to Inveroran because there is a hotel there that it's very isolated. But they do food. They also do breakfast in the morning, so if we can find a camp spot that's okay, we'll stay there. The only thing is it's right at the head of a loch and a couple of rivers, so prime midgie territory. So we'll have to see about that today or tonight. There's not a lot of ascent today in terms of huge mountains, but I think it's just what we call a lumpy dumpy day. A bit of up and down all day long, but nowhere near as much as yesterday, which is good because yesterday was quite tough. A few midges still about. Swines they are. We're in the forest just above and past Crenlarrick, sort of halfway to Tindrum, which is going to be our lunch stop. We're in and out of the trees a lot, but it's a big forest and the path is very rarely flat. It's quite hard going at the moment, lots of ups and downs. We've probably got about an hour to go to get to Tindrum. So we're looking forward to our lunch stop very much today. That's another fabulous little woodland walk right next to the river. We come down off the mountain side now into the valley floor, and looking at that we're following the river upstream. We might have a little elevation climb, a little bit of ascent, but not much. All the way now into our lunch stop at Tindrum. But another beautiful walk, another beautiful path. This kind of gets more and more scenic. It's fabulous, this. That big one there right in front is Ben Dorraine, one we climbed about 12 years ago. It's a massive hill. Well, we're just passing Bridge of Orkey, and this is said bridge. Still got about 2.5–3 miles to go. It'll be a late finish, I think. That looks fabulous, doesn't it? Nice place to relax. And the other side downstream. Great. Just on the final ascent out of Bridge of Orkey. Inveroran should be in sight in a couple of minutes, 10 minutes or so. It was a tough climb through the forest. Magnificent views now though. Well, we're on our final descent down into Inveroran. Hell of a long day today, longest day of the entire walk, 22.5 miles. So we're going to need a good rest tonight, but unfortunately we're camping, so there's not a lot of chance of that because it's a fairly rough ground. But I'd have a look down there. We're camping near a hotel or somewhere near a hotel, but we're just wondering now whether we should stay high. There's just enough of a breeze now to keep the midgie at bay, but when you get down in the valley we're not sure whether the wind's blowing along the valley or across the top. If it's along the valley we'll be okay, if not we'll have a midgie infestation to worry about. It's not as if we can dive straight into the tent because we have to cook a meal first. But it's a stunning end to the day. This is just fabulous. I'm going to switch the camera on now. See the mountains in the back. I mean, they're just Munro after Munro after Munro. It's just fantastic. Inveroran Hotel in the valley there. Heading into Loch Tulla. itself feeds onto Rannoch Moor, way to the distance. Alright. There's been a tough end over this last hill. And a rocky descent. Not sure how far we're going down, as I say, but no doubt we'll let you know when we've made that decision. But so far as day 61, just about over. This is the campsite we've chosen. We're at Inveraren. Whilst we would normally keep away from water, there's a very good breeze running along the valley, so the midges aren't out. We've got our tents put up quite neatly, as you can see. We've got the water boiling for our beef hot pot and desserts. It's a fantastic sight, this. If you think you're waking up to this in the morning, beautiful. But a rather nosy neighbour here, and a bit close. No, you go eat my gyro.